If you're a European leader and you've got your eyes on the US market, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down the ultimate talent playbook for scaling successfully in the United States in 2026. So let's just dive right in.
It really is the big question, isn't it? It's on every growth-focused company's roadmap. The US market, it represents a huge opportunity, but getting your team on the ground, that's probably the single most critical step. So how do you get it right?
Okay, first things first, we've got to reframe this whole conversation. Hiring isn't just some HR task you check off a list. It is a core engine for your business success. Getting the right people into the right roles, well, that's what fuels your innovation, it's what drives revenue, and it gives you that competitive edge. It becomes, without a doubt, a critical strategic driver for growth.
But let's be real, if it were easy, everyone would do it perfectly. The reality is, European firms face a pretty unique set of obstacles when they decide to cross the Atlantic. Let's break down exactly what those hurdles are.
The US labor market is just incredibly tight, especially for the kind of tech, sales, and leadership roles that you're going to need most. And on top of that, you're juggling all this complex compliance that literally changes from state to state. You're trying to bridge cultural gaps, you're navigating really tough visa processes like the H-1B, and you're going head-to-head with intense local competition for the very best talent out there. It's a lot. So, how in the world do you fight back against all those challenges? Well, the first part of the answer lies in technology. AI is no longer some futuristic concept. It's a practical, powerful tool for modern recruitment right now.
And listen, this isn't just some niche trend on the horizon. A massive 84% of talent leaders are planning to use AI heavily this year. What's so interesting here is that this shows us this isn't an option anymore. This is the new standard if you want to stay competitive.
But the AI of today is, it's worlds away from those old basic resume screeners of the past. It's really evolved into a strategic co-pilot. It's actively sourcing candidates from all over the web, it's helping reduce unconscious bias, which is huge, and it's giving you predictive analytics to help spot the candidates who are most likely to succeed.
So here's the crucial point. It's all about collaboration. You let AI do the heavy lifting, sifting through thousands of profiles to find the best potential people. And that frees up your team to focus on the uniquely human element, ensuring that deep cultural and strategic alignment.
Now, AI is a fantastic tool, but it's only as good as the instructions you give it. And this leads us right into our second major trend, this fundamental shift away from traditional credentials and towards skills and agility. We call this skills-based hiring. It's a simple but really powerful idea. You focus on what a candidate can actually do, their real-world capabilities, rather than getting hung up on which university they went to or the exact job titles they've held in the past.
In this approach, it's a total game changer for US expansion because it directly tackles those challenges we talked about earlier. By focusing on skills, as you can see here, you suddenly tap into these vast, diverse talent pools way beyond the usual Ivy League candidates. You end up building a more agile team that's hired for what they can do, not just their pedigree.
All right, so you've used AI and a skills-first mindset to identify your perfect candidate. Fantastic. But now what? How do you actually hire them quickly and legally in a totally foreign country?
The answer for thousands of companies is something called the Employer of Record, or EOR model. And just look at this. It's a massive, nearly $5 billion global market. This isn't some workaround. It is a mainstream solution for fast and compliant international expansion. So here's how it works. An EOR lets you hire talent immediately, without spending months and a ton of money setting up a local legal entity. They become the official employer on paper, so they handle all the local payroll, the benefits, the HR functions, while making sure you are totally compliant with that complex web of US employment laws. It's basically speed and safety, all rolled into one. So we've covered AI, skills-based hiring, and EORs, 3 incredibly powerful tools for your playbook. But these tools are always most effective when they're guided by expertise. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the partnership advantage. Because let's face it, turning all the complexities of US compliance and culture into a competitive advantage, that requires deep, specialized expertise. You really need a partner who's navigated this whole transatlantic journey many, many times before. So what does that expertise actually look like? Well, first, it's about deep, sustained focus. You want to look for a partner with a long history in this very specific niche. We're talking over 15 years dedicated just to bridging that talent gap between Europe and the US. That kind of longevity builds an instinct for what works.
Next, that experience has to be proven with a track record. A good benchmark to look for is a history of guiding hundreds of other European companies, say over 450 of them, through the exact same challenges we've discussed today, helping them find their footing and scale up successfully.
And ultimately, it all comes down to results. True expertise translates into tangible impact, like making over 3,000 successful placements in those key leadership, sales, and technical roles that really truly make or break a US expansion.
When you combine the right tools with that level of partnership, this is the result. It's simple. You hire faster, you dramatically lower your compliance risks, you make sure the people you hire are a perfect cultural fit, and most importantly, you fuel real, sustainable growth for your US business.
So that brings us to the final question, the one that really matters for you. Looking at all the challenges and all the solutions we've covered today, is your talent strategy truly ready for the demands and the massive opportunities of the US market?